Morning guys, I've just got on Misty C, and he's a big tall lump of a horse, and it's good to have him back. I haven't had Misty since he was a 2-year-old colt. He's a very early days, unraced and everything, and it's nice to have him back. But he's a 4-year-old just been gelded now, and he's a pleasure to have back here. I remember he used to be a bit of a smart aleck when he was a colt. He used to have a bit of a hump and a play and stuff, but I think it's in his family to do that a bit. And I must admit, when I put the saddle on him the first day and gave him a lunge, and he dropped his head and had a buck and a play and a leap and a bound, I thought, oh God, you haven't grown up at all. But he's done absolutely nothing under saddle so far, touch wood, I should say. He's been really good. So this is only his second week of work. So he arrived 2 weeks ago tomorrow, which will be Thursday. And so he's just doing his trot and canter work. He's been up the roads before, obviously, but doesn't mean they don't forget in a couple of years. He's a bit looky, but other than that, he's pretty uncomplicated. My first few rides with him, I wasn't very happy with his head carriage. It was terrible, to be honest with you. It was just awful. It was right up in the air, very high, and sort of erratic. Not head shaky or funny in the mouth or anything, but just upside down and inside out. So I've basically duffed him up for the last sort of 10 days, and I'll make him round up. And as you can see, he's in good carriage right now. His head's up now, but there he goes. He just starts his neck. So he's in good carriage now, and he's good. Moves off my legs a bit more and stuff. And look, he still comes and goes. So you'll probably see his head come up, and you'll probably see me fighting him to get it back down. It's mainly in the canter now that he likes to hollow up. But I like to make him round up and work hard, because he's a little bit sort of lacking his top line. He's a bit angular, like a coat hanger. So it'll be nice to be able to feed him as much as he can eat, work him really well, and get him built up on top. So he came in sort of okay condition. He was very good health-wise. He was very shiny and healthy, but he was sort of only just covered. So probably hadn't quite spelled as well as you'd want him to. But then Darren said, they had his teeth done just before he came here, which is normally what I do, and he said they were absolutely terrible. So I'm probably reaping the benefits of that, because he's put on a heap of weight, and I've probably got to be careful he doesn't get too fat. I'll show you, that's him there. Not that you can really see what sort of condition he's in, but you can see he's not really skinny. Come on, miss, let's get this show on the road. Come on, round up. Come on. Says I'm not a dressage horse, and I don't want to be a dressage horse. Some horses find it difficult to work and carry themselves. He's actually built to be being self-carriage, but just chooses not to overly enjoy doing it. Come on, miss. Can shy a bit, so you've got to keep your legs on a bit. Good boy. He's a good boy. I know. Cockatoos, buddy. Cockatoos. So his action's really good. I mean, he surprised me that he's still sound, because he really had that sort of, very straight upright leg that sort of turned out a little bit. But look, his action's really good. He feels like a really nice horse. But I've always thought that about him. I just, as much as he was a bit naughty and playful the years ago, he was always sort of a good quality horse. So hopefully he's just going to have a bit of maturity on his side, which I think you always benefit from these big lumpy horses like him. But he's a good boy. Come on, miss. Come on, miss. I'm not going to work him very hard, so that he's just got a short and sweet video for you. Come on, miss. Just being a bit fussy in the hand there now. Come on. But he responds to you being a bit tough on him. He sort of, no horse appreciates you being tough, but he respects it, and he works better because of it. Come on. Canter. Good boy. So yeah, his head used to be really upside down and inside out, whereas he's in quite good frame right now. Just trying to plunge a bit, don't do that. I'll try and show you him. Come on, good boy. He's a good boy. Come on, good boy. There's always something to look at up here. Usually mongrel ponies hiding in the bushes, and they're missed. And logs, killer logs, killer logs. So I ride him long. My strips are very long, as you can see, so that when he does shy left and right, he just moves in underneath me. No big deal. Don't mind him shying as long as they go forward, and he is still forward, so that's good. Come on, that's been silly, miss. And woo. They get a bit silly with their shying, but he's quite well fed. So he'll just be doing his road work probably for another week and a half, and then he might go to the track and have a slow day, look around, see how his temperament is, and then he'll start his fast work. So no one's told me that they're in a hurry for him, so I'll just take my time and get him going as well and have him in the best shape I possibly can. Come on, drop your head. Stop looking at nothing. Come on. Come on. So you've got to work to keep him round. That's him there, see? Looks really nice. He feels nice too. He's trotting along. His action's really good. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Come on. When he shies, I think he's genuine. I think he does get a bit frightened because it's not like he does it all the time. So, but no, he's good. He's in great health, great shape. Pleased to have him back. Come on, Mist. Come on. And his form's quite good, you know. He's only lightly raced for a win and a couple of placings, and you know, I followed him for a while there, and I think he was a little bit unlucky, sort of chasing the win a couple of times and didn't quite get there for whatever reason. That's racing, as we know. Luck falls into place and you win, like Mr. Moneybags on the weekend. He's a good boy. I like the Sebrings. I haven't ridden many of them, but I do like them. Come on, Miss. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. I had his younger brother too. I haven't had him again. He was by Denman. He was probably the quietest one of the two. Not overly the soundest looking of the two, though, unfortunately. But he was quite a neat little horse to ride. He was half the size of this. But very similar, dark brown. I actually don't know what sort of mum they're out of. I suspect they're probably out of a Rubiton mare, but only because they're sort of thrown to it a bit. I'll have to have a look at that. Because they certainly look like Rubiton horses, particularly this one. Come on, Mist. He's a good boy. So he's just going to have a canter up this hill. And that's his morning work. Come on, canter, Miss. Good boy. That's him there. See, his head's nice and down. He's going very well today, actually. I was still arguing with him yesterday about this. Come on, Miss. Come on, good boy. Good boy. But they get their confidence from me too. You know, show them what to do. Make the wrong thing difficult, the right thing easy. Good boy. Come on, up you go again. Huh? Up to the top. Come on, Bludger. Come on, Bludger. This is my mate Yogi's back there. He lives next to Yogi, so he wants to go home and play with Yogi. They play a bit rough, actually. They're a bit naughty. Shying. Shying, come on. Come on, Miss. Come on, be brave. Be brave, come on. Things below his eye level that he shies at, logs and they're bare patches of ground he's shying at before. Boy, you can see him there, look at his ears pricked. Looks intelligent. He's a good boy. And whoa, whoa, that'll do you, big guy. And whoa, good boy. I'm very happy with that work. He obviously goes a little bit further, but that's just a nice short sweet bit of video work for you, and hopefully I'll get to do it again when he's on the track. So he's trotting down beautifully. So anyway, very happy to have him. Come on, Mist. He's really a gentleman too. You know, he's very good on the ground to do everything with. He's just like, yeah, whatever. So, come on, Miss, come in the wash bay. Yeah, okay. Go hold your head. Yeah, okay. He's just got a nice attitude, so let's hope he gets a couple more wins with that attitude too. And being a gelding now is obviously going to help for sure. You know, they leave him as colts. I mean, he's not really bred to be a colt. And I guess they were probably left in to help him get a bit of maturity and testosterone in his system, because he's, you know, he is a bit streaky. He's a good boy. And woo. And woo. So he's obliging, he's listening, he's happy. I think he likes being here, I think he likes this work too. It's probably a good time in his preparation to come up the roads and have a look around and change of scenery and made to work a bit. So I'll see if I can get a bit of video of him. Oh, I should have brushed him, he's a bit scruffy. He is actually a lot shinier and healthier than what he looks right now. We've had a few cold days, cold nights actually. They've dropped down to about 7 degrees. So he's had his woolen rug on his rain sheet on to keep him warm. But today's pretty warm, so he'll just be in his cotton rug. Anyway guys, good luck with him, and I'll touch base again. Bye.